look, I know I just uploaded the video when MJF went up for his media scrum, become AEW World Champion. Now we're finna check out Jamie Hayter. She won the AEW Interim Women's World Champion last night, beating Toni Storm. Now I think we are setting up Jamie Hayter versus Thunder Rosa, because you know Thunder Rosa has the real belt, but she's injured. I thought we were setting up Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa, but we might be getting Jamie Hayter versus Thunder Rosa, but then again they could switch, but I don't know. I'm not saying anything. Well, I've heard it. Let's check it out. Let's go. Let's see.
Pick a side?
Yes, right here. I think it's wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Really wonderful match, and congratulations to Jamie Hayter.
First question?
Jamie, hi, I'm Denise. I want to ask you, now you're holding the interim AEW Women's World Champion, and given that the fact that the fans got so behind you and were just so...
Yeah, that was crazy. The whole Prudential Center in New Jersey, the whole fans were behind her. Just like I told you with MJF, the whole fans were behind her. This was crazy last night, man. Everybody was behind everybody, man. Everybody was behind MJF, everybody was behind Jamie Hayter.
So excited to see this possibility. How do you feel about being champion, and also how much the fans got behind you?
Becoming the champion is extremely validating to myself, because after working, like, everybody works hard in wrestling. Every single wrestler that goes out there, they work hard, they sacrificed. But when it happens to you, it's almost a surreal moment, because you never really think it's going to happen. You never think you're going to win a belt at a company. You never think you're going to be signed to a company. You never think you're going to achieve really...
You know, she was so close to winning the A. She was so close to winning that belt 2 months ago at All Out. She was this close. She almost... I think she pinned Toni Storm that same exact night. Well, Britt Baker pulled her out, and them two wasn't talking. So Britt Baker, and her other girl came out there last night, got in the match, as they do. Jamie Hayter won the match. 1, 2, 3, and it's over. And a new Interim AEW Women's Champion.
Really anything. It's just a pipe dream. But I can't even put into words how I feel.
I know some of y'all will probably say she's not interim, she's world. They literally said interim. She's not the real champion, y'all. Not yet. Thunder Rosa has the real belt. She's just an interim champion. Until Thunder Rosa comes back, she's the interim world champion. When Thunder Rosa comes back, it'll be 2 titles on the line, just like how they did CM Punk and Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley was the interim AEW world champion, and CM Punk came back and did his thing. That's why we had that match, but let's get back to it.
Right now, it's... If my wrestling career ended tomorrow, God forbid, I would be so incredibly happy with everything that I've achieved, and this is definitely the cherry on top of everything.
Look, Richard WrestleZone. Toni was pretty vocal about how she felt about the interim title being attached. Do you have any similar concerns? And Toni, you kind of said the other day that you're giving Thunder Rosa a chance to come back. Is this something you're still considering, or does it make it different now that Jamie's kind of has her own title reign?
Well, it's a new championship reign, absolutely, and I have been evaluating that, and it's something we're taking under consideration. Certainly have been trying to give Thunder Rosa every opportunity to come back and defend the championship. It's been a few months now, and when we get
Thunder Rosa's been gone since 2 weeks before full All Out. Because it was supposed to be Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm. That was the original plan, but instead we had a fatal 5-way match to become the interim AEW Women's Champion. Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm were both in the match with Britt Baker, and I think it was Rio and another girl. I'm not for sure who was in the match, but Toni Storm came out victorious in that match and held the title for 2 months. They're saying Thunder Rosa is supposed to be back sometime around about January. We'll see.
a better timeline for a return. I'll have to make a decision about whether to continue with the interim or to make the interim champion, possibly some kind of an opportunity to become the lineal champion. Thanks, Bill.
Evening, Rich Van, Pro Wrestling Torch. My colleague at the Torch, Kim Hawkins, interviewed Toni Storm this week, and
You can tell she's happy but not happy. Why? Because she doesn't have that real belt. She has the interim belt. I know she's thinking in her mind, saying, "Damn, I wish I was the real champion." Imagine if she would have won the real belt. That would have been crazy.
we talked a lot about the trust that you all had as roommates, and Tony earlier talked about the trust with folks starting in the dark, moving their way into main event, semi-main events, championship opportunities. Can you talk about the trust you've earned over the last few years here in AEW, and what does it mean now to sit here as the interim women's champion?
The trust I've earned. Wow. It's kind of a hard one to answer, really, because I think it's just kind of, you're not thinking in your head like, wow, I'm earning all this trust and all this is happening. You just kind of go with the flow. Like, I've been here for just over a year now, and
It's crazy. She's been here for over a year. She debuted like early 2021 or late 2020. Same way with CM Punk. CM Punk debuted August 20th, 2021. That's about 8 months later. Became AEW World Champion. That wasn't right. August, September, 9 months. Hey, my fault. 9 months, yeah. Okay, I was off by a month, but again, you see CM Punk become champion. That's crazy though, too. Yes.
I'd like to think that when I first came in, I'm completely different to how I am now in every single way. So I think
Yeah, when she
not only
first came in, she was something different, but she wasn't over yet like she is now. When she first came in, her wrestling wasn't all that like it is now, but she's have improved since her debut. She's done a great job.
Not only have I built trust in the company with myself, hopefully, with Tony, the women's division, but I've built trust within myself to know that I am capable of doing this, and look what I did.
Josh Martinez, iHeartRadio Z100. Everyone dreams of becoming a champion when they get into wrestling. Was this feeling exactly what you imagined? Is it different? If so, how different is it?
It is actually different. I always imagined myself when I was a kid, I'd be like, like crying, and it'd all be crazy, but I feel very relaxed. I feel zen. It just feels right, you know? Like, you can't, I'm very chill. That's it. I thought I would be feeling all these crazy emotions, but I'm like, yeah, I did it. And that's it.
I'm guessing so. If you are the interim champion, y'all gonna kill me for this. I don't give a damn. But if you like an interim champion, you don't feel anything. You don't feel anything. Now, if she would have beat Thunder Rosa tonight and became the real champion, she would have been like happy, makeup all fucked up, hair all fucked up, because she's done a lot. Well, hey, she's a chill person though, but hey, sometimes when you want a champion, you get emotional. Sometimes you don't. But mainly you will get emotional if you want a championship.
Nothing crazy, nothing over the top, no tears, no nothing. It's, like I said earlier, it's validating. So when you feel validated in something that you've worked very hard for, there's no better feeling than that. And it just really puts you at peace. So.
Boom.
Hi Jamie, Amy Divinity with WrestleJoy. First, congratulations on your win, and congratulations on a win with the crowd so fully and emphatically behind you. You had mentioned your evolution since when you first appeared in AEW. You are far different from how you were back then, and the strengths that you've shown and the talents that you've shown have impressed so many people. And now, you are the interim Women's World Champion. You, however, also have a very close and dear friend in Britt Baker, who has her eyes set on reclaiming that championship. Can you talk a little bit about the dichotomy that you share as friends and as maybe even potential rivals with that Interim Women's World Championship in the future?
Wow, me and Britt first met, and the first time we wrestled was in some dive bar in London in 2019. First time we met, wrestled.
Hey,
We were at Pro Wrestling Eve, had a really fun match, and from then we just kind of built this friendship after the first match. We really got on well, we clicked. She went back to America, I went over to Japan, we stayed in contact, and yeah, we just kind of built our friendship from there, and she is the reason I am at AEW. She's the whole reason I'm here. Like, she...
Yeah, I don't know. Britt Baker was the one who helped Jamie Hayter get an AEW contract. Cause y'all know Britt Baker was first ever female signed to AEW back in 2019. And I believe, Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker, that she says they were friends. So I'm sure, guarantee 100%, Britt Baker helped Jamie Hayter and her other friend get into AEW. That's how I see it, man. Cause AEW been around since 2019. The first show was back in May. Double or Nothing, the first ever pay-per-view, and it was a sold out. But anyway, let's get back into it though. But hey, Britt Baker was the first ever female signed to AEW 2019. So.
helped me so much, especially to get where I am today. So having her as a rival for the championship, I completely welcome it. I don't think there's better rivals in the ring than friends or people that you're close to.
Yeah, that is going to be a rivalry there. Because, Britt Baker, she was the AEW Women's Champion for almost a year. She held that title for 10 months, from May 2021 to March 2022. If I remember the exact date, May 31st, 2021. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was May 31st. I know it was May to March 18th, and she lost to Thunder Rosa. And Tony Stone, not Tony Stone, damn, I'm getting all my one. Britt Baker wants the title, and she's gonna do whatever she can to get that title back, even if she gotta go against Jamie Hayter.
I think that makes better matches because there's more emotion behind it. If you just wrestle someone you don't really know or you don't have an emotional connection with, then it's just a wrestling match. But when you wrestle someone that you truly care about, everything's on the line.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm totally open to wrestling her anytime.
That is,
and I would love it. I really would love to wrestle her again. It's been so many years.
We thought they were just going in there all out or something. Wait till this next one, man. 1-on-1. Britt Baker's gonna be the one that turns. She's gonna be saying, "I'm the one who brought you into this company, and you gonna do this to me." It might happen Wednesday. Then again, they might just build it up a little bit.
You've both got so much better. So, please, anytime. If she wants it, we can do it.
There you go.
Okay, last question.
Will Washington, Fightful. So one of the words I've used to describe your rise a lot has been ground swelling. And part of that has to do with the fact that you've had one of the most organic rises that the AEW Women's Division has ever seen. Can you talk a little bit about some of the pressure that kind of comes with? Because in a lot of ways, the fans really got you here. The fans really decided Jamie Hayter was the people's choice. Can you talk a little bit about some of the pressure that you might be feeling as champ now to deliver on what the fans have been asking for?
I'm definitely the kind of person that does the best under pressure. As much as I hate being under pressure, I like to not have stress or be anxious, but that's when I'm at my best. So being a champion, I really think this is going to be an escalation of me improving in the ring, me wanting to and trying to elevate this women's division to what it can be and what it will be and what it is. It's only going to keep growing and getting
That's the same thing Tony Khan.
So I love every second already of it. I'm feeling the pressure already and I can't wait for it to continue. However long that is, however long I keep hold of this thing. I hope the pressure actually gets harder for me.
I hope Tony Khan books her right. Cause he damn sure didn't book Wardlow right. Wardlow lost the title last night. I hope he books her right and books MJF right.
Because that's when I'm going to do my best work. So yeah, I can't really describe it. It's a lot, but if you want to be a champion, you kind of have to just suck it up and deal with it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Hey man, congratulations, Jamie Hayter. Can't wait for this rivalry. Without further ado, peace be out.